What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going over what exactly has been keeping me from working on the car and what has just completely killed my motivation to do anything with this car, with this channel, just things in general. I didn't even come to the garage today to film this video. I came here to film a crazy deal on some tools that I found on Amazon, and I just can't do it anymore. And therefore, I guess we're changing gears. I don't really know why I'm making this video, what I'm recording it for, but here we are. Let's get into it. Also, guys, you're gonna hear the heat buzzing in the background. Just bear with me, please, because the thermostat doesn't work anymore, so I can't even turn the heat off. I've been here for 3 hours and it's only heated up 7 to 12. It was at 44 degrees. When I came here, it's barely at 55 degrees. So yeah, 10 degrees in 3 hours. I mean, and now the thermostat's broken, or the screen won't turn on, so I can't even turn the heat off, so it's not making a bunch of buzzing noises in the background. And that, I guess we can segue into the next point, is that I'm actually leaving this garage. At the time of filming this video, which this video probably won't go posted for a few days, if I even post it, I don't know, we'll see. But I'm actually moving out of this garage. I said enough is enough. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of paying for it. I'm sick of being here. I don't like this garage. I've never actually liked this garage. I've kind of dealt with it. You're probably sitting here thinking, what could make you not like a garage? And it's just a whole bunch of things. Maybe I'll make a whole video on why I'm actually moving out of here next week, or a few days before I actually do leave here, and then post that after I'm actually out of here. So that way it's just kind of done it in the past and I don't have to worry about something happening. But a bunch of stuff recently kind of went down, and it just bad taste in my mouth. I was already not enjoying coming here. I don't like the drive here. I don't like the garage setup. Some stuff was never done that was supposed to be done about 10 months ago, never was done. Like I said, we're not going to get into the details here today, but yeah, I've had absolutely zero motivation, as you guys can probably tell, watching these videos. I mean, I haven't done anything to the poor Genesis Coupe in pretty much a year and a half of trying to make YouTube videos. I just feel like I've completely dropped the ball, and it's all due to this whole scenario. I didn't want to come to the garage because I didn't like it. Therefore, I was mad that I was paying for something that I didn't like. Therefore, why would I want to come to the space that I don't like, that I'm paying for, that I don't like the fact that I'm paying for, to work on my car in a place that I don't want to be at in the first place? And it's just, I can't even explain it. I've tried to explain it to people through text, trying to tell people, and then even my girlfriend or some friends or somebody like that I try to explain in person, voice it, they don't really get it. Well, the garage looks like it has a ton of room. It's nice in pictures or in a video, and the stuff that you guys just don't know about and see is just really getting me to the point where I'm fucking over it. It's caused me to completely drop the ball on not only working on this car, but also possibly making a YouTube channel. Now, I'm kind of at the point where it's well, I've now posted videos for a year and a half. Granted, I haven't really done much work to the car, which is my fault, because I have no motivation to come here and work on it, because like I said, I don't want to be here. But that's just really a cop-out, in my opinion. If I feel like that's just a cop-out for me. I have a car, I have somewhat of a social media presence, as some people would call it. I don't think so. Personally, I never really viewed myself or those numbers as really relevant to anything. So yeah, I guess that's that on that aspect. But like I said, the reason I feel like I've just completely dropped the ball on everything lately is that, like I said, haven't worked on the car. Therefore, I don't really feel like I have any good car content for the channel. Therefore, I don't think the channel really could have been what it could have been. I don't have a whole group of friends that I could go out, hang out with, work on our cars together. I've asked a ton of people to share other spaces and garages that I've found. Unfortunately, living in Massachusetts, especially the northeast part of Massachusetts like I'm in, everything here is super expensive, like insanely expensive. If I was to get a real shop space, it would be thousands of dollars a month. That's why this garage was a little bit nice, because it does have heat, it is big, it does have a bathroom, stuff like that. So it was nice. It's just, even when I looked at this place in the first place, I said no to this place originally. I was like, nope, I'm not interested. Terrible commute, terrible place to park, no room to park actually. Like, it just doesn't work for me. And basically, I just got convinced to take this place because it was supposed to be temporary, then it turned out to be not temporary, hence why we're here, hence why I started making the channel. I kind of mentioned that stuff in previous videos in the past. All right, sorry about that. Minor interruption in the video. Screen timed out. I thought my GoPro turned off and overheated, but in reality, my screen just timed out because I accidentally factory reset my GoPro about 5 seconds after starting to record this video, and I was trying to just reformat the memory card. So therefore, I lost all my previous settings, which is probably why I'm a little kind of not so happy today. But yeah, sorry. So screen timed out. I kind of glitched out because I'm an idiot. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing still. But yeah, so anyway, back to what I was talking about. I was trying to find other garages. I've been trying to find a garage to move into from this location for about 1.5 years. Now, I've had this garage for just over 2 years now. November 2020, I rented this place. It was supposed to be just until a few months into the spring of 2021, just because I only rented this place because I didn't want the Genesis Coupe to be sitting outside for that specific winter, because I just finished redoing this entire car. The wrap was brand new. The wheels were brand new. Everything on this car was just freshly redone in October of 2020. Therefore, I was like, you know what? For one winter, I'm gonna get a garage and just store this thing outside so it's not getting damaged by the sun, the cold, the snow. It's not getting scratched. The vinyl wrap's not getting ruined. Stuff like that. I don't have to take the wheels off. I don't have to worry about the air suspension. The whole air suspension system in this car in 2020, that summer, was completely gone through, completely redone. This car was literally the definition of refreshed at the end of 2020. Therefore, that's why I got this garage. Unfortunately, it had to become a permanent fixture because all of the stuff that's also in this garage was actually stored at my grandfather's garage, whose house is next door to where I live. And unfortunately, he passed away. Therefore, family sold off his house, which I knew was gonna happen when he did pass away and got sick. But therefore, when that was going on the market, I had to get my stuff out. And now all through the winter, I was trying to find a real shop that I could move into and start the YouTube channel. But unfortunately, I just ran out of time, and I kind of had to just take this place to move all my stuff in, just so I had somewhere to store it, because I don't have somewhere to put it all on where I live, hence why I was at my grandfather's house next door. That's kind of how we came into coming here. Now, ever since that day, I have non-stop, relentlessly been looking for a garage. Like I mentioned, I live in Northeast Massachusetts, and I have no real interest in starting an automotive shop. I don't want to have a shop and work on other people's cars, because just like working on my own car kind of gets me to the point where I'm kind of overworking on cars at a certain point. I just feel like working on other people's cars would also get me to that point even faster, but then I don't want to have the kind of aspect that I am now being relied on by other people to get their cars done in time when I'm having a hard time struggling to get my own car done. So hence why I've never actually owned a shop, and hence why it kind of sucks living here, because you can't, I can't really justify spending thousands of dollars a month on a garage or shop space when I'm not going to actually have any money coming into it, because I'm not going to have any sort of automotive business. Now, like I had mentioned, I have tried to see if anybody that I know would be interested in splitting a space, because I found actually a lot of really good garages for about that $1,800, $1,500 a month range, which if you split it between 1 or 2 people, that start getting pretty cheap. I mean, that's almost what I pay for this garage a month. Now, the one good thing about this garage is that it is pretty cheap. However, like I said, some stuff happened. Some stuff was said that really rubbed me the wrong way. And that's basically what took me over the edge and made the decision that I'm just gonna move out. Now, what's gonna happen after I move out with this car? It's gonna sit outside. We're gonna do a few things to this thing to prep it, like winter prep, to get this thing to be set outside. I might be able to move this into another garage at my mom's house, but the garage is really small and this car is really wide. I actually measured it the other day, and her garage door opening is 2 inches wider than my car is in overall width with the wheels on. So if I took the wheels off, I might be able to squeeze it in there, but I'm gonna have to completely take everything out of that garage, and we don't even know if that's gonna be possible. I have to move all of my stuff that's way back there out of the garage and into some storage of some sort. I gotta figure that out in the next few days. But yeah, I guess I've talked long enough in this video. I don't want to make this too long. It's already probably what, 12-13 minute video here. But yeah, for anybody who's curious what the fuck has been going on, why my motivation levels have been 0, it's not even a lack of motivation, it's just an overwhelming amount of frustration with everything else. I mean, it's not like I don't want to work on the car. I want to work on the car. I just wish I had somewhere else to do it. Like I've just built this car in my driveway prior to like the summer of 2020. The summer of 2020, I did it in my grandfather's garage just so I had somewhere that I could leave the car, because I don't actually have a very nice driveway. It's crooked, it's like kind of broken up concrete, it's at an angle this way, it's slanted this way, it's on a pretty busy street. It just didn't really work out for working on the car. I can't put it on jack stands because the garage is so, or the driveway is so out of whack and stuff like that. So that's why 2020, if you ever saw an Instagram post or stories or anything like that, that's where this car was. Grandfather's garage. Unfortunately, I don't have access to that. I probably should just purchase that house from the family, but it was expensive. It's not a very nice house. The driveway is super steep. This car doesn't even fit in that driveway. To get this thing in and out of that driveway was a project and a half. It got stuck. One of the times I actually had a flatbed just tow the thing up the driveway and drop it at the top. Yeah, it's been a nightmare. But yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna wrap this video up. I've talked way too much. Nobody really cares to hear me say these things. I guess I'm just making this stuff for my own personal video diary type of deal. Maybe that way in a few years, or a year or so, a few months, when things are in a better position overall, I can look back at this and be like, hey, you did get out of that spot. If the spot doesn't ever change, or something ever happens with this car, I get rid of it, or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, guess that's that. I don't really know what's going on with the rest of the channel from here on out. I do have a few different projects that I need to finish, or at least I want to finish. I need to put these fender flares, where are they? Right there, back on the car, obviously, because I can't have this thing sitting outside without the fender flares on. I was planning on doing some real work here. As I say, I'm gonna finish this video and then keep talking, but I was really going to do some real work here. I bought the sensor arms for the Airlift 3H height sensors, so that way we could finally fix the low range issue. I think I've troubleshooted this thing enough. Spoken with Bag Rider, spoken with Lowrider Depot, spoken with a few other people in the industry, and I think I figured out why my height sensors have been reading low range for the last year and a half or so. But yeah, I guess that will conclude this video. Actually, talking about this and saying this and expressing it, I really feel like I have lifted a weight off of my shoulders. This is great. Maybe I get why people do stuff like this. But hopefully you guys didn't view this video as me just bitch moaning, complaining. It's not me complaining, I'm just trying to express, like I said, frustrations and try to kind of explain to the people who keep asking what the hell's going on. There it is. Peace out, guys. Catch you on the next one. Or maybe you won't, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Peace, guys.